It was the summer of 1518. The air was thick and heavy over the city of Strasbourg, then part of the Holy Roman Empire, now modern-day France. The people were used to hard times. Famine, disease, and superstition shaped daily life, but no one, not even the priests, scholars, or doctors, could have predicted what was about to unfold. In July of that year, a woman stepped out into the street and began to dance. Her name, according to records, was Frau Trophäa. She didn't dance for joy or celebration or music. She danced because something inside her forced her to. She danced wildly, awkwardly, endlessly. At first, people watched with amusement, then with concern. She danced through the day and into the night. She didn't stop to eat or drink or rest. Her feet bled, her body convulsed, but she kept dancing. And within a week, she wasn't alone. Others began to join her. Dozens, then hundreds. Men, women, children, all seized by this strange, uncontrollable compulsion to dance. Not gracefully, but in a frantic, jerking, unnatural rhythm. No music played, but they danced as if something invisible compelled them to move. By the end of the month, nearly 400 people were reported to be caught in this strange frenzy. Some danced for hours, others for days. Some reportedly collapsed from exhaustion, others died from strokes, heart attacks, or sheer exhaustion. This was not a festival. It was not a protest. This was something no one could explain. The authorities were baffled. The rhythm of drums and fiddles fueled the frenzy. The number of afflicted soared. People collapsed on the hot cobbled streets, trembling, foaming at the mouth, eyes glazed over in trance-like states. Some screamed in pain as they moved. Others danced silently until they dropped. What possessed them? Even centuries later, historians are still searching for answers. One theory is mass hysteria, what modern psychology might call a form of mass psychogenic illness. Under extreme stress, fear, and deprivation, it's possible that the people of Strasbourg were swept up in a psychological phenomenon, a collective trance born from anxiety, superstition, and a society on the edge. In 1518, life was grim. Famine had ravaged the region. Disease lurked everywhere. The people were deeply religious and deeply afraid. The idea of divine punishment, demons and saints meddling in earthly affairs was widely accepted. If one woman started dancing from possession or madness, others might have followed, not in imitation but in fear or faith. A psychosomatic chain reaction. Another theory points to ergot poisoning, a fungus that grows on rye and can cause hallucinations, convulsions, and bizarre behavior. Ergot contains chemicals similar to LSD. Could spoiled bread have triggered the outbreak? It's possible, but ergotism usually causes more than just dancing. It can bring vomiting, burning sensations, and gangrene. The symptoms didn't quite match. Some researchers have looked deeper into cultural and religious beliefs of the time. In the region around Strasbourg, the legend of Saint Vitus was well known. He was a saint believed to punish sinners by cursing them to dance uncontrollably. People feared him. Some even thought he was behind illnesses that caused spasms or seizures. Perhaps the people believed they had been cursed, and belief, strong, fearful belief, can have powerful effects on the body and mind. But there's another darker angle. Some scholars believe the event may have been exaggerated or misunderstood in historical records, that medieval chroniclers might have combined several smaller incidents into one sensational tale. After all, the story is so strange, so surreal, that it sounds almost like fiction. Yet the records do exist. Chronicles written at the time refer to the dancing mania as a real and tragic event. Church documents, physician notes, even council reports from the city reference the plague of dancers. It seems to have been witnessed by many, feared by all. What's certain is that no one knows for sure what caused it. After weeks of chaos, the authorities finally banned music and dancing. They rounded up the afflicted and sent them to a mountain shrine, barefoot, to pray to Saint Vitus. Some accounts say the dancing slowed after that. Others say it simply faded away, as mysteriously as it began. No one was punished. There was no culprit. No one gained anything. There was no explanation, and there still isn't. In the years that followed, similar outbreaks occurred in other towns, never on quite the same scale, but always with the same eerie pattern, dancing that couldn't be stopped. Imagine watching your neighbors, your friends, your family, moving as if puppets pulled by invisible strings, eyes wide, bodies breaking down, unable to stop, even as they screamed in agony. Imagine not knowing if you'd be next, not knowing if it was a disease, a curse, or madness. In a world without science, without answers, what would you believe? Today, the dancing plague of 1518 remains one of the most unsettling, unsolved events in human history. It lies somewhere at the crossroads of psychology, superstition, and the unknown. A reminder that the line between reality and belief, between body and mind, is not always as clear as we think. And maybe, just maybe, it's a warning. Because while we think of the past as primitive and ourselves as enlightened, we are still human, still vulnerable to fear, still susceptible to mass influence, to suggestion, to group madness. In an age of viral trends, social media frenzies, conspiracy theories, and mass delusions, is a new kind of dancing plague still possible? That's for you to decide. One thing's certain. In the summer of 1518, on the streets of Strasbourg, people danced until they died. Not for joy, not for fame, but for reasons we still don't fully understand. And that is what makes it one of the strangest true stories in history. If this story has blown your mind, hit the like button and let us know what you think in the comments. Have you heard of anything stranger? Subscribe to Boom! Crazy World for more incredible, bizarre, and mysterious stories from around the globe and throughout history. We've got a lot more coming your way.